So, I don't know if you guys remember me telling you that I wanted to do the whole PPE thing. If you guys have ever watched Parking Wars on, I believe it was A&E. I think it was A&E. There's somebody learning how to parallel park right now. You really need to learn how. You really need to know how to parallel park in Philadelphia, because let me tell you, parallel parking is the top thing. And in Michigan, where I come from, it's not that big a deal. But here, it's like you have to learn, you have to know. And I'm not that good at it, so I don't really park where. Yeah. So yeah, it's a really big deal. When you take your test, it's a big deal, because if you go down like South Street, Broad Street, any street, a lot of times in Center City, Philadelphia, you've got to learn how to parallel park. You've got to know how to do that. And I never parked there. I'd rather get on the L or the train. So yeah, there's somebody learning that. Anyways, as I was saying, since I just threw myself completely off. Okay, if you've ever watched Parking Wars on, I believe it was A&E at the time, and you see them coming down for their car because their car got towed by this white tow truck. You might see one come in. I don't know. Let me tell you, you can see about 5 of them in a row if you're lucky. This is where you come to get your car. See? This is where you come to get your car. I'll zoom in a little bit. Right here. This is where you come. And this is not a small lot. Trust me. It's a huge ass lot. But this is where you come to get your car. The Philadelphia Parking Authority. And then, of course, if you remember correctly, I can't remember what they called them, but they're the ticket. They're the ones that ticket you for parking in those zones that you didn't read, whatever, expired meters and stuff like that. Well, they don't use meters anymore, and well, as far as I know, they don't use meters anymore. They use these kiosks, which are a lot better, because let me tell you, it gets confusing where you're supposed to park with the meters. So there's that. So that's that. But yeah, I thought maybe that would be interesting for you guys to see where they come for their cars, and where people would complain, I saw that, how you saw it on the show where they'd be yelling and everything. I don't really quite think that that's the reality of it. I don't think that's what they do. But I mean, they probably do. I mean, but I think in reality, I just think that they're just doing it was just for like show. But yeah, so if you see the but you can see all the things. And you must have your insurance, your registration, and your license. I believe those are the 3 things that you need. I don't think there's anything else. Your insurance, your registration, and your driver's license to get the car out of it. And you hand it to the person in that booth. See a little booth there? And only one person can go back there at the time, and that's the driver of the car. And that's the licensed driver or the owner of the car. They're the ones that will let you go back, get your car, and that's that. And people complain because they want somebody else to drive their car or whatever, and it's just a no. And I don't think, if you guys remember correctly, in the show, I don't think they were really, I don't think they're really open as late as they said in the show. I think they actually close at like 9 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think they're open till like midnight or anything like that. So you're pretty much SOL if you get towed on like South Street, because that's where a lot of the bars are on South Street, and that's where they all like to hang out on South Street. But if you want to go party on South Street and you want to park, you want to pay the $13, the $15, the $20 to park on the Penn's Landing South Street parking lot. Which all you gotta do is walk up some stairs, walk across the bridge, and boom, you're right there. I mean, you got the, it's right there. You got the parking spot. You don't have to worry, because they're not gonna tow you. You've paid, you're good to go. You're not gonna. But on any of the streets, any of the sides, any of the streets, like I know mostly South Street, because I go down South Street a lot, and there's a lot I mean, there's not a lot of parking on South Street. So people are always trying to get parked. But if there's a lot of no parking and no, this is a tollway zone, or this is a unloading zone, or loading zone, or this is a handicap, or this is bus. It's all confusing. I have to go down there one day to show you the signs. But yeah, it gets. Excuse me. I don't feel really well. My eyes are bothering me. I don't feel really good. But I'll be okay. But I want to do this, so Santa is going to be here. But yeah, I'm hoping a tow truck comes so you guys can see. But yeah, I mean, it's actually interesting because you'll even see the I don't even know what they're called. The ticketing people. I want to call them meter maids, but that's not what they call them nowadays. But that's what, you know, they're the ones that ticket you for that kind of stuff. And the kiosks are basically the meter. What you do is you pay, you put your money in for however long you're gonna stay, and then you put the ticket that you get out of the machine inside your window in the corner. Well, underneath the tags. Don't mind my car, it's a little dirty. But see the tags in the corner? See those tags? They got the expiration date. Mine's got, I think, 5/17, I believe. Like I said, don't mind the dirt. I gotta clean my car out. Yeah, those, just put it like over a little bit, like, you know, over the side there. And as long as they can see it, you're good to go. If they can't see it, then you're getting the ticket. And and you can't fight it because they didn't see it. So they, you know, it's just crazy how it works. But I mean, I like Philadelphia, don't get me wrong, but it's like, I'm from Michigan, and I'm from like a little po folk town, and I'm joking that you didn't have like the hustle and bustle of the city life, the city light of Philadelphia. I mean, it just always goes. It doesn't seem like to be sleep, because South Street, it's always a happening place. It just doesn't ever seem to end. I mean, it's a great place to be. Trust me, I like being there. But